Hey everyone, it's Tristan from DQ Construction Inc. here, and we're continuing with Reno 101, some quick tips and important things for you to take into consideration when planning a renovation project. Today we're going to be talking about permits, and this is something that's overlooked far too often when dealing with home renovation projects in particular, and I'm going to tell you why you don't want to do that. Now, I've geared this renovation project overview toward homeowners, but the overall process is the same no matter what type of property you plan on renovating. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and check out all the grants, subsidies, and other programs we post on our website that may be able to help you or your organization to renovate or retrofit your space and make it more energy efficient. When do I need to get a permit? Now, if you're just doing some surface level aesthetic changes like painting, replacing flooring, or installing new cabinets and countertops, then you wouldn't need a permit. When you get into anything structural or things like adding new walls, removing existing walls, or anything that could affect your home's energy performance, then you need to get a permit. This would include things like finishing your basement, adding new heating and plumbing systems, or creating new openings for windows and doors. Now, obviously, there are many other circumstances where you may need to get a permit. But if you're ever unsure or you just need further clarification about something specific you plan on doing, then the best thing for you to do in that case is to reach out to your local building department and just ask them, hey, I plan on doing XYZ. Would I need a permit in order for me to do this? Now, for any electrical permits, the process is different. You need to go through the Electrical Safety Authority. We're going to get into why it's so important for you to get building permits and any other permits that you need before you start. But some of the benefits of going through the ESA is that they can help you find a licensed electrician. Or if you've already found one, then you can check if their license is up to date. You can also request information about any electrical work that may have been done in your home in the past. How long is this process going to take? Now, remember when I said I don't recommend taking the traditional route for someone who's inexperienced and doesn't understand the time commitment? Brace yourself and be patient because this could be a long process. I can't tell you how many homeowners I've met, and when I ask them, so when do you plan on starting? They're like, tomorrow, next week, in the next couple of days. Keep in mind that the design process can take at least a month, sometimes longer depending on the type of project. You're going to be selecting material, finishes, fixtures, finalizing plans, and also just keep in mind that if your home is older, there could have been previous renovations or structural changes or even some hidden electrical issues that you don't even know about and need to be investigated. Once this stage is complete, now you got to apply for the permits. And sure, for some smaller projects, you may be able to get the permits within a few weeks. But for larger or more complex projects, this could take a few months. And then let's not forget the actual construction stage of the project, right? The whole reason we've been doing all of this planning, coming up with the budget, the whole nine, right? And this could take, anywhere from 1 to 6 months, again, depending on the size of the project. So, this could potentially be a year before this entire process is complete. Why do I even need a permit? If it's going to take this long, I'll just start without it. Now, you have to understand that getting building permits before you start is what's going to protect you from getting into any legal issues or further problems down the line, because it acts as an extra layer of security and assurance for you as a homeowner. The building department's going to make sure that all drawings, designs, and other specifications are up to code and standards. They're also going to make sure that the work being done is inspected during the construction phase, so sketchy work won't fly. Another reason is that getting building permits is a legal requirement. So let's say you skip out on getting these, building permits for your renovation project. Keep in mind that your average home insurance policy doesn't cover things like construction. So now you skipped out on the legal requirements of getting the building permits, which probably means you skipped out on letting your insurance company know that you plan on doing such and such work in your home. Now, God forbid anything goes wrong, a fire or something that could be completely unrelated to your construction project or your renovation project. Now your insurance company may not pay out the full amount for whatever you're claiming. They may not pay anything at all because you shouldn't have been doing that work in the first place. Saving money is a huge deal for people, right? But cutting corners will never, ever, 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 ever save you money long term. That's never gonna work. This is also the reason why people tend to do these DIY projects, right? And the problem with that is you're watching this 5 to 10 minute video, which looks simple enough, but what's not in this video are the building codes or zoning laws that are specific to your city or your state, or information that's specific to your home. And people can go on to remove a load-bearing wall or two, and next thing you know, a week later, their ceiling's collapsing. Really consider securing your investment, your home, right? Really consider your family's health and safety and not putting that at risk. Make sure that you're reaching out to professionals with things that are outside of your scope. And learning more about building permits or whether or not you need them is as simple as a phone call away to your local building department. So don't neglect that. Also, if a contractor is telling you don't need one, and you've already done your due diligence and you know that you do, then that should be a red flag for you.